Welcome to the Epic Tales universe, where we journey into the depths of ancient lore, uncovering the stories of legendary figures and forgotten places. Today, we invite you to step into the world of Circe, a sorceress whose story of resilience, power, and transformation has echoed through the ages. Circe was born from a rare lineage. Her father, Helios, the sun god, was among the most powerful titans, whose chariot brightened the skies each day, and her mother, Circe, was a nymph of the ocean's depth, mysterious and serene. Circe had siblings who reveled in their divinity and roles, such as her brother Aeaea, known for his dark magic, and her sister Pasiphae, famed as the queen of Crete and mother to the Minotaur. While her family accepted the roles and powers inherited from their birthright, Circe was different. She was neither satisfied by the radiant glory of her father's dominion nor fully aligned with her mother's oceanic tranquility. Circe's spirit was restless, her mind ever curious, searching for something more than what her lineage could offer. As a child, Circe wandered far from the polished courts of Olympus, finding solace instead in the natural world. She spent hours listening to the hum of the trees, the calls of birds, and the whispered secrets of the plants. Her fascination grew as she discovered her unique talent, the ability to connect with and alter the essence of life itself. Unlike other gods, who wielded power as an unquestioned right, Circe was drawn to the subtle arts, the magic born of careful study, intention, and reverence for nature. She honed her craft with the meticulous gathering of herbs, learning which leaves and roots held power, which words could stir magic into action, and how transformation lay at the heart of all life. But Circe's magic was met with scorn by her family. In the divine realm, her quiet, humble art seemed weak compared to the thunderbolts of Zeus or the storms of Poseidon. Her own siblings ridiculed her, calling her witch with disdain. Yet, rather than surrender her powers, Circe embraced them. Her isolation, though painful, became her path to freedom. She chose exile over the rejection of her gifts, sailing to the distant, solitary island of Aeaea, a place where she could study her craft without interference, far from the judgmental eyes of Olympus. On Aeaea, Circe found a place she could truly call her own. The island was wild and abundant, with forests, streams, cliffs, and hidden coves. It was here that she began to master the art of transformation, a magic unlike any other, one that required not brute strength but an understanding of the soul, a vision of what lay beneath the surface of appearances. Circe would often walk through the dense forest at dawn, her hands grazing the leaves and petals, feeling the energy of life beneath her fingers. She learned the language of plants, the power of potions, and the magic of words. In time, her solitude turned into a bond with Aeaea's landscape. She became both ruler and protector of this island, a haven for her experiments, her discoveries, and her growing knowledge of magic. Circe's life on Aeaea remained undisturbed until one fateful day. A ship arrived carrying the renowned hero Odysseus and his weary crew. By this time, Odysseus had faced countless perils on his journey home from the Trojan War, and his men were weary, looking for refuge. They stumbled upon her island, enchanted by its quiet beauty and the promise of rest. Circe welcomed them to her hall with warmth and a feast, her demeanor calm yet watchful. But beneath her hospitality, Circe's spell was at work. With a whisper and a wave of her hand, the men's forms began to shift. One by one, they transformed into swine, their human nature hidden beneath the skins of beasts. This transformation was more than a simple enchantment. It was Circe's way of revealing the duality within, showing that what lay beneath human nature was sometimes raw and instinctual. Her magic, rather than harming, sought to expose truths, to show Odysseus and his men the line between man and beast. But Odysseus, unlike his men, was prepared. Hermes, the trickster god, had forewarned him, offering him a magical herb that would counter her spell. With courage and determination, Odysseus confronted Circe, meeting her spell with his own resilience. Circe, intrigued by his strength, was taken by surprise. Here was a man who did not cower, who looked past her power and challenged her not with anger but with understanding. Moved by his resistance and seeing in him a kindred spirit, Circe welcomed him as a companion rather than a conqueror. She restored his men to their human forms, undoing the spell with a gentle incantation. For a time, Odysseus stayed on Aeaea, finding solace in Circe's world. In him, Circe found something she hadn't known in years, a companion who shared her desire for knowledge, her understanding of the world's complexities. They shared long conversations by the fire, tales of their pasts, their dreams, and the weight of their journeys. It was a rare connection, a brief but profound intertwining of lives. Eventually, Odysseus resumed his journey, leaving Circe to continue hers. But their meeting was transformative for both. Circe learned from Odysseus the courage to face her past, to stand firm in her power. She had transformed many, but Odysseus had, in his own way, transformed her. She now understood that her magic could be both a shield and a bridge, that it could protect but also connect. Years passed and Circe's legend grew. Her island became a place of refuge for lost souls, wanderers, and seekers who found their way to Aeaea. She was no longer the lonely exile, but a wise and formidable presence, respected by both gods and mortals. Circe's life was no longer bound by her lineage or others' expectations. She was the master of her own destiny, a sorceress who knew both solitude and connection, power and vulnerability. In Circe's tale, we find the story of a woman who rose beyond the limitations set upon her, who found her strength in embracing her nature, and who transformed both others and herself through her journey. Her story reminds us that true power lies not in strength alone, but in self-acceptance, resilience, and the courage to follow one's own path, even when it leads into the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Circe. If her story resonates with you, be sure to subscribe to the Epic Tales universe, where countless other legends await. Let us know in the comments your thoughts, and don't forget to like and share with others who appreciate these timeless tales. Until next time, may the wisdom of Circe guide you, and may you find magic in your own journey through life.